Hello everyone, this is the Imperishable Sammy Zenith. In this video I'm going to be talking about Chapter 58 of Dragon Ball Super, which is the newest chapter that was just released. And this chapter marks the official return of Ultra Instinct, or at least Ultra Instinct Omen. Dragon Ball Heroes does not count, of course, that's not canon. This is the real deal. In this video, I'm specifically going to be talking about some of the insane power scaling in this chapter, particularly regarding Goku's ascension in power. So, Sagambo, who is, pretty much some random thug who got a power-up from Moro's magic, was giving the likes of Gohan, Android 17, Android 18, Piccolo, and, well, Jocko was helping out too. But yeah, Sagambo with that power-up was able to overwhelm all of those characters. Or at least it took all of them just to stalemate his power. Keep in mind, Gohan is a character who was able to match Kefla during the Tournament of Power, a Kefla who is arguably even stronger than she was in the anime, because Kale was able to smack around Golden Frieza, and she was approaching Mastered Super Saiyan Blue levels of power. And then when you stack Fusion on top of that, Kefla in the manga is, I would say, Mastered Super Saiyan Blue plus tier. So scaling off of Kefla, Gohan is Mastered Super Saiyan Blue plus tier in the manga, or at least Mastered Super Saiyan Blue Goku from the Tournament of Power. And then if you look at Android 17, he's comparable to Super Saiyan 3 Goku in the manga. He's not as strong as he was in the anime, but still pretty strong nonetheless. As for Piccolo, his power isn't really that remarkable. In the manga, that is. I don't remember him doing anything particularly impressive in the Dragon Ball Super manga. But I think it's safe to say he's maybe around Perfect Cell tier at the moment. As for Android 18, she's pretty difficult to quantify. But if you mainly just look at Gohan and how he required help from 3 other characters to hold off this Sagambo guy, and even that wasn't enough, you can tell this Sagambo guy is a pretty serious threat. He's just scaling based off of Gohan. This is a stronger Gohan. He's been training over the past 2 months. He's even stronger than he was in the Tournament of Power, and at that time he was already Mastered Super Saiyan Blue plus tier. Not anywhere near Ultra Instinct or Jiren, but still. And then Goku comes along, and he makes quick work of pretty much all of Moro's henchmen, while only in his base form. Now, knocking out that triple fusion that was giving Master Roshi and Krillin some trouble isn't really that impressive in my opinion. I think even before Goku got this training, he still probably could have done that in just his base form. Same thing with that reptilian-looking guy who Yamcha and Tien Shinhan were fighting. But as for Sagambo, Goku proceeded to knock this guy around while he was only in his base form. Goku was only in his base form, and Gohan and Piccolo, Ultimate Gohan, mind you, couldn't even follow Goku's movements. They couldn't even see him. And Goku, proceeded to knock this guy around while he was only in his base form. Goku was only in his base form, and Gohan and Piccolo, Ultimate Gohan, mind you, couldn't even follow Goku's movements. They couldn't even see him. And Goku, proceeded to knock this guy around while he was only in his base form. Goku was only in his base form, and Gohan and Piccolo, Ultimate Gohan, mind you, couldn't even see him. And Base Goku is seemingly toying around with an enemy that Ultimate Gohan was struggling against, even with Piccolo's help. So what this tells me is that Goku's gains from his training were so significant that in his base form, he is superior to how he was in the tournament of power as a mastered Super Saiyan Blue. That's a pretty freaking enormous leap in power, especially considering this is the manga, where the power scaling tends to be a bit more sane and rational. It really goes to show just how far he's come in his training with Maris. Whatever training he did with Maris clearly worked. I don't know if he's in ketosis right now, or, who knows? It has yet to be explained how Goku is able to tap into Ultra Instinct's Omen now at will. Maybe we'll get an explanation for that in the next chapter, or, maybe not at all. Who knows? But anyways, I just think it's interesting that he's now superior to potential Unleashed Gohan in just his base form. And furthermore, it's even a testament to how much more powerful Moro has gotten. Because back when Goku last saw Moro on New Namek, he seemed pretty confident that two fully powered Super Saiyan Blues, that being him and Vegeta, were more than enough to handle Moro. And now this Moro is easily capable of following Goku's movements, whereas potential Unleashed Gohan and other characters could not, except for Jocko because of his species, I guess. And not only that, but he could easily deflect an attack from Super Saiyan Blue Goku, despite all the training he's been through. So yeah, Moro is obviously a beast at this point, due to all of the energy that he's absorbed, and I think Ultra Instinct Omen is definitely needed. And do I think it'll get the job done? Well, if you've seen my previous video about this topic, I don't think Ultra Instinct Omen will be enough. I think he will be able to defeat Moro. I don't know if just Omen alone will be enough to do that, or if he will require Mastered. But I think Omen should be enough. But anyways, I think even though Goku has acquired the ability to use Omen at will, I doubt that he's eliminated the strain that this transformation has on his body. So the form will expire, and 7-3 will once again enter the foray and heal Moro somehow, and Moro will once again have the upper hand, but then Vegeta will come in with power comparable to Goku's, and his spirit control technique will be key to saving the day. Now, look, I get it. I've been seeing criticisms about this chapter with people saying, oh, this is just another Goku saves the day story. It's very cliche and predictable. Well, yeah, that's how it's supposed to be at this point. They're setting up a scenario in which Vegeta comes to the rescue because, for the time being, it looks like Goku's got this in the bag. But Moro does have a trump card. He does have an ace in the hole. This guy has been alive for thousands or millions of years. Therefore, he's a pretty smart opponent, and he will find a way to get Goku in a bind, which will most likely mean him dragging on against Ultra Instinct Omen until that form inevitably expires due to the stamina drain, which Moro could easily facilitate due to his magical abilities. And that's when Vegeta will finally show up, just when it looks like all hope is lost for Goku and friends. Now, in this chapter, the fight between UI Goku and Moro was teased, but it did not officially begin. But if you pay attention to Moro's reaction to the Ultra Instinct transformation, he was clearly surprised and he lost that overconfident look on his face, in remarking that this is no mortal ability. This is a godly technique. Because based on what he was saying, he thought that it would just be that high-speed ability Goku was using earlier to combat Sagambo at such incredible speeds that not even Gohan could track his movement. But Ultra Instinct isn't just about speed or power. It's a technique that allows you to fight at your full ability without the need to think in order to command your body's movements. So anyways, what are your thoughts on this? Manga Goku, as in Goku from the Dragon Ball Super manga, is generally seen as not as powerful as his anime counterparts, because in the Battle of Gods arc, in the manga, Goku did not absorb Super Saiyan God power into his base form, whereas in the anime he did. However, in the current events of the Dragon Ball Super manga, Goku is showing off feats in his base form that rival mastered Super Saiyan Blue tier feats from the Tournament of Power arc, which gives me the impression that this is the most powerful version of Goku that we've seen in the Dragon Ball Super canon to this date, disregarding Mastered Ultra Instinct. And not only that, but he's up against an opponent who, at this present time, might be superior to Jiren. Now, clearly at first Moro wasn't superior to Jiren. In fact, he was far inferior. But that was Moro at his weakest, and even at his weakest, he was still able to push Super Saiyan God Vegeta into using Super Saiyan Blue due to his various magical abilities. And at this current point in time, Moro is stronger than a mastered Super Saiyan Blue Goku who has been through training with Maris. And then Goku can use Ultra Instinct Omen on top of that. So at this point in time, I think Ultra Instinct Omen Goku may be as powerful as Mastered Ultra Instinct Goku from the Tournament of Power. So, who knows? At this point, Moro might be around Jiren level, or possibly even above that. So, I don't know. Beerus should be pretty scared right now. I mean, his lack of concern is honestly quite baffling. Because you have characters like Broly showing up. You know, Broly who was even compared to Beerus's power level, and Beerus just does not seem to care. Oh yeah, and speaking of Broly, I do wonder how Goku would compare to him at this current point in time. I don't know if Goku would be enough for a full-powered Super Saiyan Broly, but possibly just his regular Super Saiyan 1 form. I think Goku would be able to defeat Broly in that state. And I'm talking about a current Goku, by the way, not the Goku from the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie. But yeah, Goku and Vegeta have grown much stronger since then, which is pretty crazy because the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie was fairly recent. But yeah, it's like that one Yardradian said, Vegeta has grown leaps and bounds stronger since his training began. And it's a similar case with Goku because even while training with Maris, it could be seen that before Whis interrupted their training, Goku was pushing Maris into utilizing more of his power, whereas earlier, Maris was easily dodging punches from Super Saiyan 3 Goku, and Super Saiyan God probably wouldn't have even been enough at that point. Meanwhile, just base Goku alone was seemingly pushing Maris into using more of his power. So yeah, suffice to say, Chapter 58 has definitely shown off the fruits of Goku's training, and I look forward to Toriotaro subverting expectations and giving us a scenario to where Vegeta is able to show off his new powers against Moro. So let me know of your thoughts in the comments section. Let me know whether you agree with my analysis and what your theories might be on the following chapters of Dragon Ball Super, which will come out in April and beyond. Like the video, subscribe, downvote if you aren't holding out hope for Vegeta defeating Moro and you think Farmer with a shotgun will be the one to finally lay Moro to rest. Let me know, and thank you for watching. Goodbye.